I have team 56600.
They're from Chicago. It's Jahn Rad Robot.
This fall, students at Jahn Elementary gathered to create our first ever robotics team, competing in the first LEGO League Challenge. We met twice each week and learned how to build and program LEGO EV3 robots to earn points on this year's challenge board. In the robot game, students read the detailed rules, then choose a strategy to build and code the robot that will solve as many points as they can on the challenge board.
Then we all started thinking of the missions that can be completed using that attachment.
With the robot ready, it was time to head to the qualifying tournament.
How long is it before Ted goes to sleep?
2 minutes.
Okay, don't let him fall asleep.
Game in 3, 2, 1,
First LEGO League is a global competition that involves more than just building robots. Teams also develop an innovation project while keeping in mind the core values. This year, students were asked to create a way to share a passion or hobby that they loved using technology.
We started by listing all of the hobbies and interests of people on our team. We voted to decide that fishing was what we wanted to get others involved in music, technology, or the arts.
Once they identified fishing as their core problem, they needed to come up with ways to research it by talking to experts in the field.
Then we brainstormed some potential problems with fishing and reasons that people might not want to do it. It's gross, it's boring, it's slow. All these together make it too hard, especially for kids.
We talked to a few fishing experts, Joe, a seasoned fisherman, and Johnny from the Chicago Fishing School.
The next step was to develop a solution that would help teach people about their passion.
We made a paper fishing guide using information that we got from experts, Joe and Johnny, and this is the guide.
After making their first paper version, it was time to iterate and rework their project to make it more appealing to their audience.
Then we took the guidebook and turned it into a prototype of a game.
Our guidebook was good, but we wanted to incorporate technology.
We showed our prototype to Liam Hesson, an app developer, and he suggested adding user preferences, personalize the game for each player.
Their enthusiasm for fishing and coding earned them the Innovation Project Award at their first ever Rookie Year tournament. With that, they earned an advancement to the next phase, sectional. Over winter break, they worked on adding new missions and refining the innovation project in anticipation of their next tournament.
Let's hear for Team 56600, Jahn Rad Robot! In 3, 2, 1, LEGO!
They made huge improvements to their innovation project as well, turning their prototype into a game.
So we had a lot of ideas and made changes along the way. And finally created Fishy Fish Fishing. You set your user preferences, pick a season and a lake, and then you cast your reel.
The judges at sectionals noticed the improvement.
Because I saw your presentation the previous time that you guys were here. Great improvement on presentation, engagement, and everything.
The team embodied the first core values and made sure everyone contributed, especially their classmates who were still learning English.
We have both Spanish and English-speaking students on our team, so we had to use Google Translate to communicate back and forth.
For their outstanding teamwork, inclusion, discovery, and fun, they earned the Core Values Award at the Sectionals competition.
Team advancing the state is Team 56-600 Jahn Rad Robot.
We can all learn from experts. The Knots and Bots made the top-scoring robot in Illinois. This veteran team shared tips and tricks with the Jahn students to help them prepare for the state competition. The team improved dramatically between qualifiers and the state competition. This is a video of their highest scoring run at state.
Match number 2 of our second round of table runs. Jahn Rad Robots making their way over to the hologram performer. They push that hologram performer plunger past the black line, meaning they'll earn points for that mission. That robot then drives itself back home so that those fabulous team members can prepare for the next mission. Looks like they are plowing one of the experts back into their other home position. Teams cannot hand their robot in between the humans on each side of the table. However, that robot can drive itself from one side to the other so that the team can launch from both locations.
Parents, teachers, and neighbors who came week after week and volunteered to grow this robotics program and help make this season a success. Now, our veteran team is sharing what they learned about coding and robotics with the next class, as we all prepare for next year's competition.